Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about how we can make a 12-bar blues more interesting by using Mixolydian scales over each chord. When you're playing over a 12-bar blues, like say this one in the key of A, you could just play an A blues scale like this. And that's absolutely fine. But what you can do is also add the Mixolydian scale. So A Mixolydian over the A chord, D Mixolydian over the D chord, or D7 chord, and E Mixolydian over the E7 chord. For those of you that have seen my video on modes, you'll know this already, but for those a bit less familiar, a Mixolydian scale is basically like a major scale, but instead of a major seventh on your last note, you have a minor seventh. So instead of this, you get this. Okay, and that flat 7 there is hiding within our chords. So if I play an A7 chord, there's that minor seventh, and that's why we need a scale that can accommodate that note. So what we're going to do is on the A7 chord, we're going to play this scale. This is A Mixolydian. Okay, that was 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 4, 6, 7, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, and reverse 7, 5, 8, 7, 5, 7, 6, 4, 7, 5, 4, 7, 5, 4, 7, 5. Now if you're going to play Mixolydian over the whole of a blues, it sounds great, but it can start to sound jazz fusion, which you might want, but you might want to keep it bluesier by mixing it in with a blues scale. When we get to the D7 chord, we're going to try this. We're going to play over this D7, we're going to play D Mixolydian like this. Instead of starting on the root, I'll add some extra notes on the lower E string. So we've got that was 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, and again 4, 5, 7, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8. Reverse 8, 7, 5, 8, 7, 5, 7, 5, 4, 7, 5, 4, 7, 5, 8, 7, 5. And on the E7 chord, it would be tempting to play our E7 chord here, which is fine when you're playing the rhythm part, but when you're playing around this area of the neck, and in this video we're going to stay in this area of the neck, it's better if we play this E7 chord, which is like a C-shaped chord plus pinky here on the G string. And the scale that fits over that gives us E Mixolydian looks like this. You'll notice on the diagrams for these scales, behind each scale I've put the chord shape in grey so you can see what's going on. So over A Mixolydian you should be able to see this A7 chord hiding underneath it. On the D Mixolydian scale you should be able to see this D7 hiding underneath the scale pattern in grey, and for E Mixolydian you should be able to see this E7 shape hiding underneath the scale pattern. Let's see what this sounds like. Let's take a 12-bar blues in the key of A and we'll see if this works. Here we go. So 4 bars of A7, 2 bars of D7, back to 2 bars of A7, a bar of E7, D7, A7, E7, A Mixolydian, that's D Mixolydian, back to A Mixolydian, E Mixolydian, D Mixolydian, A Mixolydian. Now when we're doing this, one thing we don't want to do is sound like we're playing scales that we've just learned. So we don't want to always start from the beginning of the scale. Otherwise you get this, A Mixolydian, oh here comes a chord change, D Mixolydian, oh here comes another one, A Mixolydian. You're just starting from the beginning all the time. It's better if you can just carry on where you were. So for example, here's A Mixolydian. Imagine the chord change to D7 happens now. And then maybe back to A Mixolydian. And then here comes E Mixolydian. D Mixolydian. A Mixolydian. Okay, so I'm kind of blending as I go. Of course, you can use the whole neck in a 12 bar. I've limited us to this part here just to get us started with something simple. But let's say you wanted to play in the key of A up here, you could use this A7 and its associated pattern that fits over that. There's no harm, of course, just using a blues scale for most things and just putting little snippets of Mixolydian in when you feel like it. That video was short but sweet, and I hope it was useful to you. If so, please click like and subscribe. See you soon.